Hi guys! Oh my god, I am so excited to do this video. This is my Q&A. This is my first one and I am so excited, guys. You guys sent me the most awesome questions and I can't even tell you. Actually, I was just looking through them right before I started this as the last couple days have kind of passed. I've been looking through a lot of your questions, which a lot of you guys sent me them on Snapchat, which was so awesome. I love the interaction with you guys and I love you guys. I love your questions. You literally are touching my heart. Seriously, you guys are awesome. I can't even say it enough. I'm gonna get right into it. I have a ton of great questions that you guys sent me. I can't even believe it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I need to get over that. I'm an emotional person. I think you guys are just awesome and I'm gonna just fix my hair quick. And I just can't even believe this. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video because I really love the interaction with you guys and I'm really considering doing more of these if you guys like the video. So please let me know in your comments below what you guys think. Okay, so like I said, a lot of these were sent on Snapchat, so they're kind of Snapchat name or usernames that are a little funky. So if there's a name, then I'll say it. If not, then, you know, I'll probably try and pronounce it or say what I think the username is. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll see how it goes. Actually, before I read the ones on my phone, I will tell you guys I got about 50 people actually asking me about Palmer and I. And for those of you who don't know who Palmer is my boyfriend. And probably the question that I was asked the most was how long we've been dating. We've actually been dating for a little over 5.5 years. The other two most frequent questions that I was asked was how old am I? I'm actually 19 years old. And the next question was my favorite color, and it is blue. If you guys watch my videos with my boyfriend Palmerator, then you'll see actually we just changed our set to actually kind of throw in our colors a little bit. His favorite color is orange and mine is blue, so it's really cool. You guys should check that out if you haven't seen that. Okay, so the first question I have was from this lovely girl. She was so cute. I'm sorry, it didn't, when I screenshotted some of these, it didn't save your name if you sent me a picture. For some reason, the people that sent me pictures, it was like they were only available for a little amount of time, so I wasn't even able to click on them, and that's why I told you guys to start sending them as chat messages instead. This is her picture, you guys can see. I probably won't show all of them, but she was just so cute. I love this. She said, "What's the story of you and Palmer? I love you." So the story with Palmer and I don't really know what I would say is our story. We've been dating for a really long time. We started dating right when we started, or the summer before we went into our freshman year of high school. Another question that I got, actually, that I remember was Palmer the only one that I've dated? And apart from little elementary school, like, oh, I like you, let's play tag or whatever, those kind of crushes, those kind of scenarios, I would say, yes, Palmer is the only person that I've dated. That's a crazy thing, especially even crazier when I say it out loud, but yes, that is true. So the story of Palmer and I digressed. Ooh, dropped my phone. I don't really know that there's a story. And the story is we were high school sweethearts. So we dated all throughout high school, and then last year he asked me if I wanted to move with him to Washington State and take the year off for a gap year, and I said yes. So we lived together for a year out there, and now we are in college and we are still dating. Next question that I got is from Matt. You know what? I can't pronounce these. I'm so bad. If you guys hear your question, don't worry. I know who you are, okay? What is your dream job? So my dream job, I don't know. It sounds kind of not good. I don't really know how else to say that. It sounds kind of like a conceited kind of answer, but my dream job has always been to be a model. I've always wanted to be a model ever since I was younger, and I was looking in my magazines and I thought these girls were so pretty and just how much fun it looked like. And I'll actually tell you guys a secret right now. So when I was younger, I would like dress up in like all different clothes. I would make costumes out of different things that I had, like a big tutu or some crazy makeup or something, and I would dress up and I would literally just put on my favorite songs and I would dance, and I would, as I got older, I would actually learn how to make like music videos, and that's what I did. So I would like pose and whatever, so that kind of went along with that, I guess. They're different, but like at the same time I would like pose in the camera and like, oh, you know. But yeah, that would be my dream job probably. Another question I got is, are you from Europe? No, I am not from Europe. My family came from Europe though. That's as close as I get. Okay, another question that I got is Palmer's real name Palmer? Yes, his real name is Palmer. And that was one of the things that I liked so much about him. There's a lot of things I like about Palmer, but when I first liked him, I thought it was so cool. I was like, who has that name? That is so cool. And literally nobody. I've never met another Palmer. Another question is, what do you think the meaning of life is? Not really sure what the meaning of life is. And actually, I'm one of those people where if I dwell on that question, I do get a little anxious about it because, I mean, who can say what the meaning of life is really? But from my experience and the opinion of Olivia Mecca is that, I don't know, it's just to kind of exist and take advantage of the opportunities that you're given and live life to the fullest and all of those things, you know? I don't know what the meaning of life is, but I know that it makes sense to make the best of it, you know? Okay, and another question from that same person was, what's your biggest fear? My biggest fear, honestly, is probably losing the people I love. Sorry, I touch my hair too much, guys. I always do that. I don't know why I do that. I'm one of those people who overthink everything, and I tend to think things that sometimes just kind of come up in my dreams while I'm sleeping. So like, I have bad dreams of something bad happening to one of my loved ones, and that scares me. That's probably my biggest fear. Would you ever consider visiting Ohio? Why or why not? I would love to visit Ohio. That would be awesome. I'm planning on traveling to all the 50 states as well as many other places because I love to travel, and Palmer and I have not been to Ohio, so that would be pretty cool. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? My favorite is probably mint. Anything mint, I love it. Like those Shamrock shakes that are out right now. Actually, I might go get one of these after. How did you and Palmer first meet? Palmer and I just went to the same middle school, so I just knew of him. When we officially met was actually the day that we started dating, because that's how you did things in middle school. You didn't go out on a couple dates first and then ask somebody out. We just started dating. We liked each other, we met, so boom, like that. The question also asks, and when you did, how did you think of him? When I first met Palmer, well, I really liked him. So for those of you who don't know about our relationship, I mean, I started liking Palmer way before he even knew who I was. So I liked Palmer in middle school when he moved to my school, and I always kind of liked him and thought he was really awesome, and yeah, just kind of happened that way. So I just thought he was really outgoing and he was really crazy. He was like that crazy loud kid and he was so annoying, but like I just loved it. I found it intriguing because I'm the total opposite. What's my favorite thing to do for fun? Okay, so my favorite thing to do for fun, I am honestly such a movie buff. I would love to sit there and watch a movie, or I could also say my favorite thing to do was one of the things that I mentioned before, was when I would get crazy and I would dress up and I would just rock out to a song and just get all my energy out and sing and dance to the song. That would be awesome, and that is what I do frequently. Get some energy out, let off some steam. I still do that, so that's a great way for me to have fun. Okay, my favorite healthy food, I don't know. I like a lot of healthy food actually. Would probably be fruit. I like a lot of fruits. So probably honeydew. Oh, I love honeydew, it's so good. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Honestly, I'm gonna admit I don't watch a lot of YouTube actually. But actually the person that I do watch kind of every so often with my boyfriend, because he always watches him, is Philip DeFranco. I really like him. I feel like he's a very interesting guy and he seems pretty cool, and I love his family vlogs. That's what I would go to and watch because their baby is so cute. Oh my god, little baby DeFranco, I love it. So probably them, honestly. Are you and Palmer planning on getting married? Okay, so that question came up a lot. So what I'll say for that is I am only 19 years old, so I don't plan on getting married for quite some time, but yeah, I can see us getting married. If you were to have a child, would you want a boy or a girl? So I love girls, but girls are a lot of drama and a lot of work. So I would say if I were gonna have a baby, I would really hope that it's a boy. to be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys about a lot of different things. Do you play any video games with Palmer? And if so, what games? Not really. Palmer and I used to a little bit, where we would have like a snow day in high school, and I know that he'd be on his Xbox playing Call of Duty or something, and then my parents got me an Xbox, and then my dad got Call of Duty, and he would never play it. So, and I knew that I wanted to talk to my boyfriend, but I knew that he was playing video games, so then I just kind of said, you know, why don't we play Call of Duty? And I actually really love Call of Duty, not gonna lie. We haven't played it in a while, but it's really, really fun. Okay, what's my favorite memory of you and Palmer? Okay, I'm gonna share another secret with you guys. So this is crazy, but when Palmer and I first started dating, it actually took me 3 months to kiss him. So I remember sitting in my basement and we were watching a movie, and he would be sitting so close to me, and he'd have his face right next to mine, and he'd be like not hitting my face, but like moving over, and I'd be like, what was that? Just so I could like turn away and like not kiss him because I was so nervous. So it took us like 3 months to kiss. There you go. So that would probably be one of my favorite memories, because I remember that like crystal clear, how obvious I was that I wasn't ready to kiss him, and how obvious it was that, oh my god, what was that? Is like the worst excuse ever. So, what are your thoughts on Canada? I don't know, I like Canada. Palmer and I actually a couple weeks, or over winter break, we went up to Montreal, and I loved it. I think it's awesome there. That's probably all I have for thoughts on Canada. What was the most embarrassing moment of your life? Oh my god. I feel like I have so many of those. Sorry, I don't know what I was just doing with my face. I'm Italian, I talk with my hands, and I touch myself with too much. I touch my face too much. Anyway. What's the most embarrassing moment of my life? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a good one. Okay, so when Palmer and I first started dating, sorry, again, throwing Palmer in there, we have a lot of memories after almost 6 years, so just bear with me. We went to, in Connecticut, they have this baseball team called the Rock Cats, and so my dad would always host events there, and so Palmer went with me the first year that we started dating, so this was over the summer, and I remember it was around my birthday, and so I was really excited that Palmer was coming, and we actually got to go down on the field after and run around the bases or something, or I don't know what we were doing, but or Palmer said, let's race, and that was actually another fact about me, is that I was really, really fast in high school. I was known for being really, really fast. I was the fastest on my soccer team, and I was a kind of a track star, if I say myself, you know. But so Palmer was like, let's race around the bases, and so we went down to the field and we were racing, and then all of a sudden I was going so fast, and I was beating him, by the way. I was getting right near home plate, but everybody was down on the field after the game, so there were like these kids around, and this kid ran out in front of me as I was running. I plowed into him, and I was in shorts, so I fell on the dirt and I tumbled, and I stood up and had blood all over me. I had so many scrapes like going down my side because I totally like slid on the dirt, and then I plowed over this kid, and I'm like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I felt so bad because I hit the kid, and he was fine. He got up, he was like, whatever. But I had so much blood all over me, and then everybody like looked at me, so I don't like all the attention on me like that. So that was pretty embarrassing, and Palmer was laughing, and we just started dating. So that is not the most embarrassing moment of my life, but it's one of them for sure. Okay, who is my favorite actor? My favorite actor is probably, I don't know. I feel like I like so many. I feel like I love Leonardo DiCaprio. He's good in every role that he ever plays, so probably him. He's probably my favorite. What's my favorite food and my least favorite food? My least favorite food is sushi for sure. I know because I hate sushi. And my favorite food would be really hard to figure out, but I would probably say pasta. Anything pasta I love, or steak. I'm a big steak eater. So one of those two. How many kids do you want to have? I really want a big family, so probably like 4 or 5. I don't know, not 5, probably 4, because I always would like think of like 2 girls and 2 boys. That would be cute, so they could be friends, and that would be cute. Okay, and another question I got was a sports question. Did you ever do sports? Because you seem like you have the body for it. That's funny. Yes, and ever since I was little, I played soccer, and then I played basketball and softball, and then I ran track. And then in high school, I stuck to just soccer and track because those were my 2 favorites. All right, another question I have is, what are you going to school for? I'm actually currently going to school with the intention of moving on to chiropractic school after. And what's funny is Palmer is interested in that, and actually both of his parents inspired me for that. They're both chiropractors, and my best friend, who's also my roommate, wants to be one too. Okay, I'm gonna say her name because I just know her because she's been following us since we started doing our videos. This is from Megan Crutchfield. Hi, Megan. She said, what did you do with your friends when you were in high school for fun? I don't know. That's the thing about Connecticut. It really sucks. There's not that much to do. So other than have like the typical girl sleepovers, I mean, we would go to the mall, we would go to the movies. We didn't really have that much to do because we couldn't drive for a long time. And then when we could drive, we couldn't drive each other too. So it was kind of hard for us because we all lived in different towns too. So those are probably the things that we did. If you had a daughter, what would her name be? This is from Emily, and she's from Florida. Okay, I don't know. There's a lot of really pretty girls' names. I've always loved the name Aria. And actually, I liked that name before I saw Pretty Little Liars too. And then I saw Pretty Little Liars, and I liked the name Spencer for a girl too. Anyway, getting away from Pretty Little Liars, I don't know. Anything unique I like for like baby names. I like the really unique names. So like Palmer, I love that name. So my name's Olivia, so that's not that unusual. So, you know, I like the unusual ones a little bit. Who is my favorite Disney princess and or Disney character? Oh my God, I love Disney. I couldn't even choose. Seriously. But when I was younger, my favorite was always Belle. I had Belle everything. I loved Belle. So, oh, you know who I love? My favorite Disney character probably now is Olaf. He's so cute. But who's not on the Olaf bandwagon? Come on. Another question is, are you gonna do challenge videos with Palmer on your channel? Well, Palmer and I do the challenge videos on his channel, Palmerator, but I mean, every so often I'd love to have him do one with me on here, but I may not do them with him because I already do them with him, so I'm probably gonna do some with my sister, maybe bring some of my friends into it. We'll see how it goes. What's my favorite store to shop at? I love Nordstrom, probably, because they have everything, and I love walking through Nordstrom's and looking at the shoes. Oh my gosh. But my favorite store is Lululemon or Free People, probably. Okay, how tall are you? I am 5'8". Like right on the dot, not even like a little bit above. How long have I been making videos? I've only been making my own videos since October, but Palmer and I have been making videos on his channel for over a year now. What's your favorite swimsuit brand and why? Oh my gosh. So just like underwear, my 2 favorite things to shop for are underwear and swimsuits. I have so many of both of those. My favorite swimsuits, even though I only have 2 of them, are Triangle. And that's only because I do love my designer brands, and I love the material, the neoprene material of the triangles, and I just think they're so cute. But the bathing suits that I have the most of are Victoria's Secret. I just think they're awesome. I buy all of my bathing suits from them, so either one of those 2. Oh, and to go back to Palmer, another question was, when did I meet him? Which I already told you guys, but was it love at first sight? I don't think it was love at first sight because at that age, maybe Palmer doesn't want to know it, but like I liked maybe 6 other guys at the time just because it was like, boys, boys. It's not like they're like cooties anymore or whatever. Not cuties, not cooties anymore. But it was like when you really start to take an interest in boys. So he was one of like 6. How many siblings do I have? I have 2 siblings. Coolest place I've traveled. Oh my gosh. This is a hard one for me because I've been so many places and I pretty much love all of the places I've been to. The coolest though, the place that I traveled when I did the cross-country trip over the summer was probably, the one that comes to mind is Arizona. And I'll say Arizona because I went to Sedona, Arizona, which is amazing. And for cool, I would say that's the coolest place I've ever been to, because I've never actually been in a new place where I stood there and I was like, oh my god, that's cool. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is awesome. Like the colors and the landscape and just everything about the place was so cool to me. I wouldn't say it's the most beautiful. I wouldn't say it's the most interesting place I've ever been to, but I would definitely say one of the coolest places I've ever been. What are my favorite movies? My favorite movies are the stereotypical chick flick movies, but I also have a real appreciation for superhero movies like Iron Man and Captain America and Avengers. And I'm such a movie buff that I can't even tell you what my favorite movie is just because I love so many of them. Am I going to VidCon this year? I have never been to VidCon, but I know Palmer and I were talking about going last year, so maybe this year we will go. I think that would be so awesome to go because I think that's more of our area now that he's out of gaming. And someone asked what's Palmerator's real name. His name is Palmer, by the way. And why did I choose a lion as my spirit animal? I chose a lion as my spirit animal, one, because Leo is my astrological sign. I was born on July 23rd, so that's like the cutoff between Cancer and Leo for astrological signs. And not only that, but they've always been such cool animals to me ever since I've seen The Lion King, pretty much. And they're my favorite wild animal. So it's just a number of things that I just love lions. Oh my god, guys. And I don't even know if I told you this, unless you guys follow me on Twitter. My friend Emily, who's my roommate, who I mention a lot, she actually got me my own lion for Christmas. It was so cool. She got me, like, I have like, it's like a donation for the Wildlife Foundation, and then you get like a lion and you get like the certificate saying that you own a lion in Africa and you're helping protect him and all this stuff, and it shows you where the area in Africa that he's from. Mine's from Nambia, I think. And that's so cool. Sorry, just a side note. Another question is, how old is my dog? My dog, if you guys have seen her, she is so cute. Her name is Stella, and she is 6 years old, I believe. Not a puppy anymore. All right, another question that I got was, what was the most important thing you ever worried about? So I think that's the thing right within the question itself, is that most of the things I worry about are not important. So I know that doesn't really answer the question, but in a complex way, it kind of does. Only because, you know, the things that I worry about, because I'm such an anxious and worrywart, really, in simplest terms, I'm a worrywart with a lot of things, and it's not a good thing. And I think that's the thing, is the things that seem like they matter the most and are so important that you have to freak out about them, they're really not. In the grand scheme of things, it's just not worth worrying about. Oh my god, I love this question. Who's your favorite character on Grey's? And who's your favorite couple on there? Oh my god, I love Grey's Anatomy. So for those of you who don't like to hear about Grey's Anatomy and find it annoying because of how much people obsess over it, I obsess over it. My favorite character is probably Alex Karev. And my favorite couple is definitely 100% Lexi Gray and Mark Sloan. Favorite. What was my first job? My first job was actually, I worked in the rental department at a ski resort. So that was really cool. I did that for 2 years. And I had a lot of fun doing it. Another question is, has anyone ever told you you look like Alex Morgan from the women's soccer player? Yeah, actually, I don't get really compared to many people, or I feel like at least many people don't tell me or know who I look like, but she's probably the most frequently referenced like celebrity that people say that I look like. So that's pretty cool. Thank you. That's a great compliment. Guys, so I have so many more questions, and I'm sorry if I did not get to your question. I loved reading them. I loved getting to interact with you guys in this way. Let me know if you guys like this. I'm thinking about maybe making this a series, and maybe like, let's call it Let's Talk or something like that. Maybe we can make it a series if you guys do enjoy it, because I love the interaction. I love how close it makes me feel to you guys. That's just such an awesome thing to me, and that's really one of the things that really inspired me to start doing YouTube stuff, because not that I know everything, but I feel like I have some things that I have learned in my life so far that I would love to help other people with if they're in the same boat, or, you know, just like connect with you guys. And you guys sent me the most sweetest things, and your videos and your photos and your chats were just amazing. And I can't even tell you how important it was to me that I got to do this and how grateful I am for you guys. Seriously, this is just amazing me. Also, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that there's been some complications the last like couple of weeks. I've had like 2 weeks that I didn't put up a video. It gets really hard with school, but I'm actually hoping to, you know, increase the amount of videos that I do per week, because I really love doing this and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So I would like to get more out there, because I feel like there's so much that I want to do, and like 1 video a week I have to wait, and then it's just like, oh. But you guys really amaze me, and I know I said that so many times, but I really hope that you guys understand that, because it's so important to me that you guys understand that, because you guys really have impacted me in so many great ways. So please, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also, if you could leave me any comments that you guys have. I'm so sorry I didn't get to all of your questions, but if you guys like this sort of thing, let me know, and then maybe we can do some more, and then I can get to more of your questions. That would be awesome. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.